Well, I just got that latest update, and I have to say it's pretty darn awesome. This is very awesome. This is probably one of the best updates I can remember. It's pretty darn awesome. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and talk about this, and this is update 2025.22.01, and it updated Google Maps, and I am in a Generation 1 Rivian, just in case anyone is wondering, and I also do have Connect Plus. But yeah, we're going to talk about this. So let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, here is the update here. And it's just showing what was updated. This is Rivian navigation with Google Maps. And it says they teamed with Google Maps to build a navigation product that specifically supports Rivian EVs and the EV driving experience. This major release provides the following from Google Maps, both in vehicle and in the Rivian mobile app. Fortunately, I don't have my app start acting up, and I do have a Android phone, version 12, and I reset the app, and all of a sudden it's saying that my phone no longer support the app. So I've been not without phone as a key for a couple weeks now, but I've just been using my key, and I'm not ready to buy a phone yet. But let's get back to this. And so some of the things that are included with this is routes and live traffic, real-time road incidents, tappable points of interest that you can select and explore, search powered by Google, and satellite imagery that refreshes regularly, Connect Plus subscription required, which I do have, so I am going to show you that. And it also did some additional improvements, driver assistance improvement. This has to do with towing. I do have a trailer, but I haven't towed yet. And also Rivian Adventure Network, they now have off-peak pricing on many sites. So that's another thing that's done. And there's a bunch of additional improvements, performance, a remote address sharing, improved stability of the infotainment system, a rare issue that prevented the Apple Music sign-in screen, improved AC charging, stability and fault handling. So a bunch of little small issues that they corrected here. But what I really want to focus on is the Google Maps. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that. And I'm telling you, man, this is this is a big deal here, at least for me anyway. So let me go ahead and hit the map button here, and just look at that. That is where I'm currently parked, and that is super clear. Matter of fact, let me wave my arm out the window to see if I can see my arm. No, you can't. I'm just kidding. But yeah, just super clear. And let me just switch over to the regular view. And right here is showing the points of interest. I'm in a Target parking lot right here, as you can see. Well, maybe not, because they took the sign down. But you can tap points of interest. And yeah, so that right there. And you can just, Home Depot's right here. And you can get details on it right here. So pretty cool. Pretty cool right here. So yeah, this is awesome. This is an awesome addition. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. So you just see all the points of interest. I mean, this is way better than it used to be. And also you can add a home address and also your work address in here. And this is just a quick reference, so you can just go ahead and one of these. And I did add mine in here. And of course, you have your starred locations. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to navigate to get something to eat. Yeah, I'm going to get something to eat, and I'm going to navigate to that location. And we're going to see if it's a big improvement over the last Google mapping system that we had here. And I can already tell that it is just by visually looking at it. It's a whole lot better. So let's go ahead and get on the road, and we're going to see how this thing works in real life. And I'll see you all back in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and put a destination in here. And let me just I'm going to get some Captain D's. There we go, right there. And got the navigation up, and I'm going to go ahead and hit. And one of the cool things I like about this, it shows you your mileage and your percentage at your destination. So that is pretty cool. Really like that. And just it gives you more detailed directions if you pull it down. And you can just go ahead and scroll up through here and just show you all the turns you're going to be making. Pretty awesome. And let me see, what else do we have here? And it's showing, it's 6 miles away, 12 minutes, and my arrival time. And you also have, you can add an additional stop here if you wanted to. And just go back, and of course you have recent destinations that you can add in here. So let's go to settings, and you can set your preferred arrival range and also avoid highways, ferries, and things like that. Have your preferred networks that you can select also, so that's all the same. But visually, this just looks so much better. It's so much bigger, so much easier to see, and that is beautiful. I really love that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna put my glasses on so I won't crash. But oh, these things are dirty. I'm gonna clean my glasses off. Thinking we're gonna head to our destination and see how accurate this is. So it says 64%. My current state of charge is 67%. And I have 205 miles of range projected on my vehicle. And it says when I get there, it should be 199 miles of range, 64%, and 7:09 p.m. if I leave now, but let's see. Okay, let's head out. And this should just be a short drive. Yeah, this is so much better. Let me just switch to the, and that's pretty quick too. Look, I mean, this is so much better, I'm telling you. Yeah, so I'm sure you're going to be quite happy when you get this update. This is one of the sore points for me as far as the navigation. You know, sometimes I miss my turn. It just didn't seem, it wasn't clear, wasn't fast enough. I couldn't really tell where I was supposed to turn sometimes, especially on the highways with a lot of different overpasses or exits in the same area. But this is so much better. And then just look and see how clear this is. Yeah, I mean, that is so much nicer. And it actually shows the road right here where it's easy to see. And I also have the improved map in the driver's display also. Alrighty, this is so much better. I'm just gonna switch to the other map. And I don't suspect I'll run into any traffic. At least I don't think so anyway, but you never know. And so right now, I said my arrival time should be 7:08. And we just see how accurate that is. Of course, they have stoplights and all the other to stop at. All right. Oh, you gotta love this Rivian. This is quad motor Gen 1. It corners so well with the torque vectoring. I mean, it puts a smile on my face every morning when I'm driving this into work. When I'm on the highway and I'm going around curves and going at speed, yeah, it's pretty impressive how this handles. So I just wonder if the Gen 2 quad motor, I hope it handles better, especially considering that's a substantial price increase over this vehicle here. Showing my next exit is at 1.7 miles, and it's showing the street I'll be exiting on. Oh, this is so much better. And now I'll feel comfortable taking a road trip in this, at least so far. I mean, that's my immediate impression so far. It could have changed over time, yes, but I'm very impressed with this. And my next exit is coming up here shortly.
At the light, turn left onto Illinois 159 North. Signs for Illinois 158. In a quarter mile, turn right onto Illinois 13 East / Illinois 158 East.
Which one of these maps do you prefer? And also, again, these maps, you have to have Drivers Plus to get this. This is night and day over the last map. The clarity it's like night and day. So right now, saying my state of charge should be 65%. And I'm at 66%, so we'll see how that works out. And I really like how you can see all the points of interest. And it might be better actually if you can see them. Yeah, this map may be better for that. But either way you go, it's pretty good. I remember the first road trip that we took in this vehicle. All of a sudden the map the destination just disappeared. We were navigating to our first charging station, and when we turned off the highway to head in that direction, all of a sudden it disappeared off the map, and then we couldn't find it again. It was a pretty stressful situation. And that was a video from a few years ago. You can go back and check that out. But yeah, we were pretty stressed in that moment because everything just, it didn't do what it was supposed to do. And I know a lot of people are, you know, saying that they would like to get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I think this here definitely takes care of that, at least for me anyway. Because my Android Auto did work a lot better as far as maps and you know, as far as where traffic lights and things like that were located. And I'm sure over time the Rivian is going to just improve this even more and more. But just right out the gate, this is pretty darn good. So if you're in the market for a Rivian, you definitely want to take a look at a Gen 1 Rivian. This is an awesome vehicle, awesome. And I had mine for over 2.5 years now, and it's better than when I purchased it. So this, for me, it just kind of makes the experience all new again. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you like the content. And this really helps the YouTube algorithm push this content out to the people who really like to see it. And also, for all my subscribers, I really appreciate you. And you know, people have been supporting the channel. It's been an awesome experience, and just helping educate people and learning myself along the way, especially getting in the comment section. I learned so much stuff just going into the comment section. Got some really intelligent subscribers to my channel. I really appreciate you all. Okay, so I am at 65% state of charge, and I am almost to my destination. And this is so much better as far as the accuracy, as far as where I'm supposed to turn. This is so much better. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And so here I am at my destination. I'm currently at 65% state of charge. Just say I'll be at 64%, and I currently have 199 miles of range on my Rivian right now. Very awesome. I want to show you something else also before I get off here, but I'm just going to go to energy because this is another update that just happened. And this is pretty darn cool here. This was awesome. This, yeah, how they just set this all up, and with the, I mean, this is cool. This is so much better and more user-friendly than it was before. Provides more information. And also, like, I can precondition my vehicle here. And with some other things I have here. And it says range based on all-purpose mode, but I want to show you something here. And it says conserve mode, current 219 miles. And full charge 331 miles. And I noticed that when I last charged my vehicle 100%, that I was driving and I was at 300 miles of range for quite a while. I was like, what's going on here? So I'm not sure what's going on, but it probably adjusted to my driving. But apparently I haven't experienced any battery degradation at all, because I'm getting more range now, at least recorded range, than I was when I purchased the vehicle. So awesome. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. But that's all I have for today. I'd like to thank you for joining me once again. And I can't wait to see you in the next video.